And this is a live look at the Birmingham Shuttlesworth International Airport, where FBI agents spent much of the early evening investigating a bomb threat, prompting flight delays, diversions, and a complete evacuation. Good evening to you. I'm Natalie Tejeda. Thank you so much for staying up late with us. Although it's all clear that has now been given at the airport, traffic in and out came to a standstill this afternoon after a note was discovered. That note threatening a bomb forced hundreds of travelers back through security and out the airport doors. Our cameras were there as agents began their mad sweep to secure the terminal.
We saw these TSA agents and police officers telling everybody to evacuate the side that was like B4, B5 gates.
I just walked in the airport and the guy said, "Hey, you gotta get out, the airport's closed."
Organized chaos. That's how many described the mass exodus at the Birmingham Shuttlesworth International Airport. Hundreds walked to the other side of this parking garage. Many waited patiently as the temperatures began to drop.
It's getting really cold out here.
Mothers consoled their children as best they could.
It's hard to tell your kid that everything's going to be okay when you don't know, if you don't know what's going on.
But inside, police, FBI, and federal agents were hard at work.
One of the employees inside the airport located a note inside the restroom. The note stated that there was an explosive device inside the airport.
Although officers didn't specify in which restroom the note was found or what exactly it said, that paper derailed airport operations for nearly 2.5 hours. And when the search was done, they were left with nothing. No bomb, no suspect, no leads.
It impacted about 500 passengers, well over a dozen flights.
However, investigators say despite the inconvenience, it's important to always take any threat seriously.
And our team coverage continues with Tiffany Westry, who is live at the airport. Tiffany, plenty of flights were delayed this evening. Things, I'm hoping, are much calmer now.
Well, Natalie, after a 2-hour evacuation, things are back to normal here at the Birmingham Shuttlesworth International Airport. Extra TSA staff was brought in to help speed up the screening process for those hundreds of travelers who were finally allowed back in. I spoke with one man who says the first 30 minutes were the most intense. Many of them began calling family and friends as they were rushed outside.
Yeah, I mean, when they came through the airport, they didn't say anything. It was just two policemen that walked through the airport and kind of roused everybody up out of their chairs and asked us to exit the airport immediately.
And as you can imagine, there was lots of uncertainty here in Birmingham, and the same goes for passengers who were trying to fly into the city. I spoke with one woman who was on a plane from Orlando to Birmingham when it was turned around in the air.
The TSA agent said, never in 20 years have I had to turn around a flight that I just, let take off from the same airport. He said, I really don't know what to tell you except there's a security threat at the Birmingham airport.
And luckily, she and her husband have made it back to Birmingham safely tonight, and hundreds of others also slowly make their way back here to the city. For now, live in Birmingham, Tiffany Westry, CBS 42 News.
And thank you so much, Tiffany. We checked hotels around Birmingham, the airport, and several experienced an influx of customers looking for rooms for the night. More than 24 stranded passengers are staying at the Holiday Inn on Richard Arrington Boulevard.
It is scary, especially after what happened at LAX, but our team here is taking it in stride.
Traffic is expected to be busier than normal Monday morning as passengers who were delayed overnight try to catch outbound flights. Our Wake Up Alabama's Rick Jackson will pick up the story from there starting at 4:30 a.m. and going until about 7 a.m. And we want to thank those of you who gave us tips and pictures throughout our Report It all afternoon. Remember, if you see news happen, report it. Just click the button on our homepage at cbs42.com or email us at reportit@cbs42.com.